Hello students, English now. Let's read a poem today. Okay. Today our topic will be a poem, and that is On Killing a Tree by Gieve Patel. Gieve Patel, is a famous poet. He is a playwright, an artist, and a doctor also, a versatile genius. With his outstanding writings, he has enriched the history of modern Indian poetry in English. His writings are marked with pain, suffering, torture, and destruction. He is famous for his easy, familiar, and simple style. Our present poem is an example of them. Now, come to the title of the poem, On Killing a Tree. What is the meaning of the title? It means a few lines on killing a tree. A few lines on killing a tree. Here you may add a few lines on killing a tree. Now, what is on? It's a preposition. What is a preposition? A preposition is a part of a speech, It is used before a noun or a pronoun to connect it with the rest of a speech. So here, the killing a tree is a noun phrase. So here the preposition on is used before the noun, that means the noun phrase, just to connect it with the rest of the speech, rest of the idea, that is a few lines. So a few lines, killing a tree is connected with a few lines with on. So it's a preparation. Now killing a tree, killing. Now killing. Killing a tree is a noun phrase, I just said. And within this noun phrase, this killing is a gerund. Gerund. A gerund is an ing form of a verb which is used as a noun. A gerund is an ing form of a verb which is used as a noun. As for example, we can say swimming in the river is a good exercise. Swimming. Gerund is here. Swimming, gerund. Waiting. Waiting for Godot is very, very painful. Waiting. These are the ing forms of the verb being used as nouns. So they are called gerunds. So killing is a gerund. So here, killing a tree is a long and hard work. It's a crime. Deep sarcasm and irony are running under the flow of the lucid words, symbols, and imageries. Now come to the poem. The poem has 4 short stanzas with 35 lines in total. To represent the theme, the poet has divided the poem into 2 sections, each one consisting of 2 stanzas. He has used the first 2 stanzas to say how a tree is grown and why it's a long and tough work to kill a tree. And the last 2 stanzas he has used to draw a perfect picture of how a tree can be killed. He has accomplished his goal with the help of some well selected expressions and imageries. Now let's read the poem. Let's read the stanzas one by one. The first stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. So, you also read the poem. I read the stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Now, underline a few words and slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon leprous and sprouting. Okay, now slowly. It's a simple word, an adverb. It's simple but suggestive. It's simple but suggestive. Simple but suggestive. A small plant slowly grows into a tree. It's a long process. It's a strong process. And in the process, the tree gains its strength, its dominance. This is what it is suggesting. Understand? It is a very, very short word, but its suggestiveness is very deep. Now, consuming. What do you mean by consuming? Consuming means absorbing, receiving, taking. And now the earth. Here the earth doesn't mean our globe. Here it means the nutrients, the food elements of the earth, the food items of the earth. Rising out of it, that means it is coming out of the earth. It has another meaning also, that it is growing out of the earth, growing higher and higher. So, if you mean it is coming out of the earth, in this sense, it may be said that the earth is the mother of the tree. And like a mother, the earth gives the tree all the necessary food and protection. Feeding upon, very simple phrase, feeding upon means eating, consuming. Leprous, leprous hide. Hide means bark, you know, the outer covering of the tree. And leprous means like the leper. Leper, a diseased person, leprosy. So here leprous means ugly, dark or grey, dirty or rough. So leprous hide means ugly bark or dark bark or grey bark or dirty rough bark. Sprouting means growing, coming out. Now we'll go back again to the beginning of the stanza and see the meaning of the lines one by one. It takes much time to kill a tree. That means it takes a long time to kill a tree. It's a long work. Next one, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. A simple blow of the knife can't kill a tree. A simple blow of the knife can't kill a tree. Next, it has grown slowly, consuming the earth. That means it has grown slowly by collecting the food from the earth. It has grown stronger. It has grown dominant by consuming the earth, by absorbing, by eating, by receiving the nutrients from the earth. It has grown bigger and bigger. That means it has risen out of the earth. Feeding upon its crust. Feeding upon its crust means the tree gets its own food right on the spot. It need not go anywhere. It need not move. It can manage all its activities right on that spot. and it has grown bigger and bigger. It has grown into a tree. A plant has grown into a tree by absorbing the sunlight, air, water over the years, over a long period of time. And next, sprouting leaves. Leaves grow from the dark, rough bark of the tree. So these are the line by line meanings of first stanza. So what is the prose meaning of the first stanza? The prose meaning of the first stanza is, it takes a long time to kill a tree. It's a tough job. A simple jab of the knife cannot kill it, for it has grown slowly by consuming the nutrients from the earth. It has grown bigger and stronger. It has got its sustenance, that means food, right on the spot. It has absorbed sunlight, air, water over the years, and leaves have grown from its bark, the dark and rough bark. Now the second stanza. So it is difficult to kill a tree, so hack and chop. But this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will arise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which, if unchecked, will expand again to former size. You also read the second stanza once again. Okay, now underline hack and chop. What do you mean by hack? Hack means cut with heavy blows. Cut with heavy blows. And chop? Chop means cut it into small pieces. So cut with heavy blows into small pieces. The bleeding bark. The bark is bleeding, but I have underlined this phrase not for the meaning. Here one figure of speech means ornament of language, is lying here. The bleeding bark. See, two words are there. Every word begins with B. The sound B is repeated at the beginning of two successive words. Bleeding B, bark B. When the same sound is repeated at the beginning of two or more successive words, it is called alliteration. It is called alliteration. A-L-L-I-T-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. It is called alliteration. Alone, 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 all alone, alone on a wide, wide sea. See? Alone, alone, all alone, alone on a wide, wide sea. Alliteration. The first line is alliteration of a sound, and the alliteration of W sound, wide, wide. Okay. So when the same sound is repeated at the beginning of two or more successive words, it is called an alliteration. It is called an alliteration. I have got the example of alone, alone, all alone, alone on a wide, wide sea. Okay, I clean it for the space. Curl means what? Curl means folded. Curl means folded. And twigs. What do you mean by twigs? Twig means small plant like branch or growth. This is twigs. And miniature. Miniature means small, and boughs means branches. Boughs means branches. Okay. Boughs means branches. May I clean? Now see the meaning. See the meaning of the stanza line by line. So hack and chop. That means cut with heavy blows and chop it into small pieces. So cut it with heavy blows and chop them into pieces, into small parts. But only this hacking and chopping can't kill it. But this alone won't do it. Means, but only this hacking and chopping can't kill it. Not so much pain will do it. The pain caused by hacking and chopping cannot do so much to kill a tree. It means the pain caused by hacking and chopping cannot do so much to kill a tree. The bleeding bark will heal, for the bleeding and the injured bark will come round soon. It will be cured soon. And from close to the ground, that means from near the ground. From close to the ground means from the place, from the part near the ground, will rise curled green twigs. From the part near the ground, curled, folded, green, small branches will come out, will grow. And from those curled green twigs, small little branches, boughs, branches, miniature little branches will grow, will come out, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. That means which those branches, if they are not checked, those branches, if they are not checked, will expand into a tree, into its former size. That means the tree will get itself back from the process. The tree itself will get, itself back from the process. Now see the overall prose meaning of the second stanza. So hack and chop, but this blow cannot kill a tree. The pains caused by it cannot help the work, for the bleeding bark will soon be cured, and from the part near the ground, green curled twigs will come out. They will grow bigger and bigger into small branches, and from these twigs and branches the tree will get itself back again soon. So this is the overall prose meaning of the second stanza. Now come, we will discuss a few questions. You have to answer three types of questions. Number one, the MCQ type. Number two, essay type, short answer type. And number three, the descriptive side. The first two types bear 1 mark, and the bigger question carries 6 marks. And for MCQ questions, take the help of a very good book from the market. It won't be possible for us to cover all the questions through this mode of teaching. So try to collect a good help book from the market. Now short answer type questions. There are so many short answer type questions. I'll give you a few, one or two. The first one is, what kind of task is it to kill a tree? What kind of task is it to kill a tree? What kind of task is it to kill a tree? What kind of task is it to kill a tree? Another question: how does a tree grow? How does a tree grow? You may make another question. So many questions can be made. Why won't hacking and chopping alone do it? I hope you can answer the questions. And for the descriptive type of questions, that means for long questions, we have to wait till the end of the poem. When the reading and explanation are finished, long questions will be discussed. Okay? So, up to this today. Now, have to come back soon. Hope to come back again. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.